So this is a story all about how I moved to New York in a week and I still don't know what I'm doing and it's kind of scary, but what was that? What are you doing? Stop. So, for those of you that don't know, I moved to New York in January from Missouri within the span of a week, and it was just kind of a really rapid change, and basically, an opportunity came up. There was an open apartment. My friend needed someone to move in immediately, and I was like, you know what, let's do it. So, quit my job, moved to New York. Here we are. So basically what this video is going to end up being is a Midwesterner girl's guide to New York, because as you will expect, it's very different from the Midwest. Now, I moved to New York the day before the first blizzard, so I didn't actually leave my apartment for like the first 3 days I was here, and when I did, it was freezing cold and blizzarding, and I didn't want to be outside for more than like 15 seconds, so I didn't really get to see New York. But in the winter, New Yorkers hibernate. As soon as it started getting warmer, there are people everywhere. It's like they come out of the walls and like the woodwork, and they're just people everywhere. I live up in Washington Heights, and there are just people that will bring out lawn chairs and just sit on the sidewalk and just like chill on the sidewalk. And there's like these little dudes that play dominoes. It's crazy. It's a whole different universe between like winter and spring and summer. It's kind of weird because it sometimes feels like you have like 8.5 million roommates because there's just people everywhere and you can't really escape them. But that's just part of the life. It's like normal to them to be just constantly surrounded by people. So the very first thing that I noticed when I moved here is that people don't interact with one another. Like, they don't want anything to do with you or your life or anything about you, which, you know, in the Midwest, I feel like we have this thing where we're like, hey, how's it going? How's your kids? How's your wife? Oh, it's so good to see you. And then, like, in New York, they're like, if you talk to me, I will scream. Another thing that I've learned that is super different from the Midwest is when you're in the Midwest, a really good way to get to know someone is to ask them about themselves, because generally, people love to talk about themselves, and they're like, yeah, so I'm from here, I did this, and like, people love to tell you about themselves. New Yorkers, they don't want to hear it. There was a girl that I worked with, and I, you know, as my go-to, hi, I just met you, I'm like, hey, so where are you from? Are you from New York originally? And she gave me this look like, why are you interrogating me? And I'm like, I'm sorry, I was trying to be nice. It's weird, like, I don't know how to respond to that, because everyone I've ever met back home, if you're like, hey, where are you from? They're like, oh, I'm from here, and they're like, yeah, and talk to you. New Yorkers don't want to hear it. They feel attacked when you ask them about their personal life, and it's like bizarre to me. I walk so fast now, because like, if you don't walk fast in New York, people are like, go, move, walk, what are you doing, why are you so slow? And I'm gonna go home back to Branson, Missouri, and everyone's gonna be like, why are you walking so fast? But like, you have to in New York. Like, everyone just moves so fast because they got places to be and things to see, and they don't have time for you to take your time and look at the buildings. They're like, I've seen them before, and if I haven't, I don't care enough to look up. My first couple weeks here, I was like, wow, look at the architecture. This place has been around for like hundreds of years. It's so cool, and like all the history, and just like the architecture and the way that things are made, and seeing like a really old building right next to a really new one. Like, the apartment building I live in was built in 1906, so it's like really cool to see that history. And like, the people in New York do not care. They don't care. Like, I was with my roommate one time, and I was like, you know, literal millions, possibly billions of people have been right where we're standing right now. Like, billions of people. And he's like, yeah, okay. And I'm like, that's so cool. Like, how do you not think that's cool? Like, they don't get it. They don't get it. I've been rambling on making this video for a while now, and I'm probably gonna cut out like 90% of what I actually record. So I think I'm just gonna stop now. Anyway, that's all. Okay, bye.